And welcome to 520 Sports Talk. We are back here at Zona 78. We come here once in a while, and we're pleased to have Team Velocity, the 14U club team, softball team here tonight. We're going to have a great show. This is a busy week for 520 Sports Talk. This is our third of our four shows. We'll be back at the Frog tomorrow night for Rise of the Prospects. It's kickboxing and jiu-jitsu. They're having bouts in an event on the 27th of July at the Rialto Theater. So you definitely want to check that out tomorrow night at the Frog. But before we get started, we got to pay some bills. So let's go over some sponsors. Dynamic Comfort Air Conditioning and Heating, where only your comfort is our concern. So it's hot today, it's 109. You definitely don't want your air conditioner to go out. Give them a call, 520-323-0008. Frog and Firkin, located at University Main Gate Square, voted the best pizza by the Arizona Daily Star, the best burger in the Main Gate Square Food Festival in April. It was called the South of the Firkin Border, or the SOB burger. They now have the karaoke still going on. It's the summer. Our show's still going on. Obviously, they got sports 7 days, 7 nights a week. Just cut back a little bit on the trivia, and they've got some different things. I think the live music they've kind of cut back on. But to tell you the truth, now's the time you want to go to Frog, because you're not going to have to fight for a table. The food's the best in Tucson, and it's just everything's a win-win situation. So definitely check out Frog and Firkin. Bianchi's Italian, 2 locations to serve you. Our show location up in Marana at Thornydale and Tangerine, and the original location at Speedway and Silverbell by the West Campus of Pima. Been in business since 1977. Johnny Gibson's Downtown Market, another one of our show spots, and Highwire Lounge. This is our show Under the Stars. We do it out in the back patio between Highwire Lounge and Johnny Gibson's. Johnny's got great burgers, great sandwiches, ready-to-eat food. Obviously, it's a supermarket, so there's dozens and dozens of things to drink. For the adults, Highwire Lounge will definitely take care of your needs. Arizona Native Landscaping, design, installation, and maintenance. Go to ArizonaNativeLandscaping.com or check them out on the Facebook page at Arizona Native Landscaping. I'd like to welcome one of our new sponsors, High Five Sports Grill at Orange Grove and Thornydale in the Sam Levitz parking lot. This will be the home of the 520 Sports Talk BMX show every single month, and our BMX show will be on the last day of July on the 31st. The last show we had, David, is the second most watched show in the history of 520 Sports Talk, 3,500 views. So.
That was an amazing show, and it was very interesting and informative.
Yeah, and BMX, the Olympics are coming up next year. BMX is an Olympic sport, and there's actually an Olympian that lives here in Tucson that participated in the 2012 Olympics. So definitely want to check that out. And we'll get to the other sponsors a little bit later, but Coach Steve, I know who you are. David knows who you are. Introduce yourself to our viewers. Just tell us a little bit about the organization. Tell them how long you've been working it. I know you're an assistant coach at Cienega High School, and they have a rich tradition of softball as well there.
Absolutely. I'm Steve Garcia. I coach Team Velocity. We started this team about 3 years ago. Basically because, I got pretty much tired of same old stuff on the softball field, and I said, hey, you know what? I think I could do a better job than some of these coaches in town. And I took the team on, and that's really the way it really started. And, we had a rough start, when we did start the team, and we struggled, and now the team's coming along. Girls are starting to learn, stuff like that. And now the team's starting to move on the right track. So that's who I am.
All right. So what do you what's your selling point to get the girls to come to Vail and play with you?
My selling point is number one, they're gonna get good coaching. I like to teach them a lot of the fundamentals. I like to teach them a lot of the details of the game is what I call it. I pretty much equate it to, drawing a picture. What do you want to do? You want to draw stick figures, or do you want to draw a portrait, And that's what I tell the girls. So we teach a lot of footwork. We teach a lot of fundamentals of the game. And just to be a student of the game and really have a winning mindset and always have an aggressive mindset. You know, it's not something you do. It is something that you have, and it's a mindset. And that's what we try to teach the girls. And number one, Bill, it's not about building great softball players. Of course, that's always the goal. But I think at the end of the day, at Team Velocity, we want to build great women. We want to build kids that are going to go and they're going to function in society and be productive. And I got that from coaching at Cienega.
Coach Tatham?
Because that's what we do out there. Absolutely.
I think the good thing about it is a lot of people think they know everything about all the sports when they're in the stands, but they never come out and put their money where their mouth is.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of parents that know everything, and there's a lot of just people in general that know everything according to them, but they just sit up in the stands and talk trash to everybody and never want to come out and coach. You saw a void, you filled it, you came out from the stands and come down and help some people, and that's what you need to be commended on, because most people just want to sit around and complain about this coach doesn't know what he's doing.
Right.
Everybody's an armchair quarterback.
So
Absolutely.
that's fantastic, and I want to commend you on that.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
So do you have girls that you coach at Cienega play on Velocity?
No. All my girls, they're what we call 05s. They were all born in 05, except for 2 of them were born in 06. So I got 3 girls that will be going to Cienega, and then there's a few that will be coming hopefully next year to Cienega. You know, that really wasn't the way that you know, we thought about it at first, but hey, we based our team out of the east side, and we based our team out of Rita Ranch and Vail, and that's the way it happened. So I'm proud of that, and I know these girls are going to come. They're going to come compete. You know, I don't actually look at it as, you know, hey, they're all coming to Cienega. I look at it as
system.
They are Velocity players right now, and that's that.
That's fantastic, because me, I was born in 04 myself. So if I had an
1904.
opportunity to do this, I would probably do it, because there's no better thing than to get better at something than doing it.
Right.
So that's another thing that I think is really tremendous that you're doing, that you're giving these girls an opportunity, and they get to play.
Absolutely.
You know, that's another thing. A lot of times once you get to high school, for whatever reason, some of the girls don't get to play, whether it's grades, whether it's not good enough, or whatever the reason is.
Right.
This gives them an opportunity to get the experience, and it's a great thing that you're doing out there, trying to work with the kids and let the parents know that this is how you teach somebody, not hollering and screaming from the stands saying
Right.
this, that, and the other thing. So that's a fantastic situation that you got going there.
Thank you, man. And you know, David, that's one thing that I like to focus on is I tell my parents, number one, we never want to be looked at as that team or that squad of parents that is just rude and
Right.
you know, whatever they do.
The ump
you
doesn't know nothing.
hey,
the coaches don't know nothing.
Absolutely.
Only
you
they know something.
We have a great group of parents. And,
Great.
You know, I have a couple of dads. You know, John Harden, Anthony Redondo, that come and help me at practice. They're great guys. They always give me their input. You know, and I appreciate their criticism at the same time, because
Yes.
you know, they know what they're talking about, and I'm good with that. You know, but so. For the most part, we have a great group of parents, and
Good.
and they all keep each other in check, and you know, we do what we do, and they're always there to support the girls, and that's what it's about, man. And you know, I always, it's an emotional game sometimes, but I'll tell parents, hey, I talk to the umpire, you know, leave it
Pump the
alone,
brakes.
man.
Exactly.
You know? And they do, so that's great, you know. And our parents make the team turn, man. You know that they pay the bills.
Right, and they got to. Nobody can drive, so they got to get them to practice.
Right.
So let's talk about. I notice when I drive around town, down by Keno and over by towards Littletown and stuff, all these soccer fields are going up. There's 100 club softball teams in town, not enough fields to go. Plus you've got slow pitch, plus you've got high school, plus you've got, U of A practice out at Lincoln Park, you know. Sometimes Pima practices out there. Tucson needs to get more fields. I mean, you look up in Phoenix, you look at that Rose Mofford complex, fields galore. Now Lincoln Park is nice, but they need more Lincoln Parks.
Right.
Nothing against soccer, but I think that they need to build more multi-purpose fields. Soccer's great, but TYF has a hard time finding fields for the football kids.
Right.
Because some of the high schools, may not be available when two-a-days start because their high school team's practicing right in the middle of the TYF season.
Right.
Like I said, nothing against soccer. We love our soccer players club and stuff, but I think Tucson just kind of needs to reevaluate. I like the way the Marana and OV do it because they build the multi-purpose fields. You got Orme Park up in Marana, plenty of softball fields. But just the city and some areas of the county, I think, are just kind of lagging.
I agree with that. I usually joke around and I tell my wife, when I retire, I'm going to become the mayor. And when I become the mayor, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take the baseball fields at the annex at Reed Park, and we're going to turn those into softball fields.
Right.
There is no reason why we shouldn't be playing all Tucson baseball over at the Keno complex.
Sure.
And if we were to turn that into a softball field or 4 softball fields, now you got the zoo there, you got the lake, you got the water park, you got restaurants right up the road on Broadway,
bring people
you got
in,
hotels. You'll be able to throw those big tournaments out in Tucson. There's no reason why we can't be moving all the baseball on over to Keno complex and start utilizing that thing. So, but of course, I'm never going to become the mayor. So,
Well, that's not-
But that's my thought.
That's not the point. Here's the problem. That would be too much like right. So you can't do right. You have to just sit around and do wrong all the time. And then we need the bitch and come and moan committee. So everybody have a nice gripe about this and they don't want to solve problems.
Right.
In Tucson.
They just want to complain.
They just want to have bitching and bitching and moaning committees to where we can have this type of thing instead of doing what's best for the kids so they can have something to do instead of texting and
Or getting in trouble on the other side of the coin.
Right.
it's,
Yeah,
it's-
it gets kind of tiring, when all these teams are running out to Phoenix to go play tournaments.
Right.
Every weekend you got teams running out there. So not only does the community, the city itself has to get behind Tucson softball. You got some of the best softball players coming out of Southern
Indeed.
Arizona. So you got to take a look at that. Someone's got to, be compassionate about it. I mean, hell, we're building more soccer fields, and not to knock soccer, but hey, go fill those fields. But at the same time, there's other sports that prosper here in Tucson,
Right,
and you got to look at
there's
that.
more there are more club softball teams than any other club sport in Tucson.
Right.
It's not even close. There's more than club soccer, more than club volleyball. Not that volleyball would be playing outside, but I mean, just the sheer number of teams and the sheer number of young athletes that are trying to get better and trying to get a scholarship to go to college to take the burden off their parents. And like you said, they have to go to Phoenix or somewhere else to play a game when there's no reason that they shouldn't be able to stay home and host other teams from Phoenix or Las Cruces or where the other big tournaments are.
Right, absolutely.
and it does generate a lot of income
Absolutely it does.
Oh, yeah.
for everybody.
Absolutely.
So you would think that they would really look into it, but like I said, it's a little bit too much like right. And it's not their idea; it's your idea. So they really don't want to do it now.
Exactly. So let's talk about the summer season. How's it going so far?
Well, we're just getting into it. We just got back from California. It was our first trip out to California to go play out there. So the girls did well. We didn't, at the end of the day, we didn't get the result that we wanted, but they competed. They were in every game. We ended up losing on Sunday morning, 5-4, I believe the game was, and and that's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. Going into that tournament in California, I said, hey, wins are great. Wins are always great. But listen, it's our first trip out there. We're going to face some tough competition. Let's get out there and let's compete. And let's compete in every game that we play. And our goal was to come back a better team. And not physically, because we're a good team physically.
Right.
But to come back a better team mentally, and ready to take it on and start moving into our second half of the year and into our second year of 14U. So, and I think the girls did that. So I think it was goal accomplished out there.
Well, I'm a firm believer that you always learn more from defeats than you do from victories. Because victories, everything pretty much worked out the way that you coached it or you worked on it all week. It's the defeats that teach you what you need to work on and what you need to learn. And that's why sometimes going to these tournaments and taking a butt whooping, you come back and you say, okay, this is why this happened. And once we stop this, we're going to be able to compete with anybody. Because that little hole right there is what gave up 3-4 runs,
Right.
or we would have won.
But it sounds like you were in the huddle in the first practice when we got back.
Well, you know, I know a little bit about sports, not
I
a
know
whole
you
bunch.
do. I know you do.
But just
I
a
know
little
you
bit.
do. And that was the one thing when we got back. You know, it was some unearned runs that took those close games from us.
Right.
You know, and when we got back, I reached out to some of my contacts. You know, and said, hey man. Because, David, I'm not above that, you know. I don't think I know everything.
You're
and
a
I
smart
reached
man.
out to people, and I said, hey, man, unearned runs killed us out there. We should have won some more games. But we lost those close ones because we made some errors. How do we clean that up?
Right.
And you know, they gave me some ideas. And since we got back, we've created this thing that the girls call their routine area. You know, ball is hit into my routine area. That is a routine play, and I am expected to make that play every single time, you know. And I'll tell you, David, since we implemented that, they have been lights out on defense, you know. So we're hoping to take that and put that into a game situation now that we're headed up to
Right.
Phoenix here next week and see how it works, you know. But that's going to be the turning point.
Well,
man.
what I think happened, and I wasn't there, so I'm just guessing, it made them focus and understand how important practice is. Because, see, in practice, it's just a routine fly. I'll get it and I'll throw it to this person. But no. Get it and get it to that person quickly was the reason we're practicing. But because you were relaxed and not focused, we gave up that run.
Absolutely.
Or that, you know, it's a punt. How many punts have you caught? It's not a problem. But it's raining, and 11 people are coming at you. And it was a punt block, so you're all alone, and the rain's coming down. So it takes more focus now. See, you were half-assing during practice,
Right.
and now you don't realize how important it is to focus from the ball coming off the foot, the ball coming off the bat, focusing, knowing when it comes to me, this is what I'm going to do. Not guess,
Right.
not wonder, and that's what I think you explained to us it happened when you got back, and you tweak those little areas.
We did. We
Yeah,
did.
good.
And you know, we explained to him that, you know, confidence doesn't come from, you know, from me clapping for you all the time. You know, confidence comes from doing it right over and over and over again, and keeping your focus and keeping your discipline. You know?
Not just practicing.
So yeah,
Perfect
absolutely.
practice.
Absolutely.
Big
what
difference.
Now, what I like is you going the fact that you went to California with 14-year-old girls playing tougher competition. You're throwing them right into the fire because when they get into high school and they get into college, as David knows, road trips are a lot more difficult than playing at home, and they're used to playing that tough competition, on the road at an early age. That's going to help them develop better when they do have to go to another state and play, at a different level of softball.
Even to another school.
Right.
It's totally different. You don't even have to go out of town. Just go into another school, and everything you do gets booed. But you got to understand, you got to be something to get booed. People don't waste boos. That's what they don't. People don't waste boos. They're booing for a reason because they think you're something. And a lot of people, they were booing me, and I just couldn't concentrate. What the hell did you think? They were going to go over there, please hit a home run. No. You got to understand that sports is a mental thing, but everybody thinks it's played from here down. No. That's not the way it works. And you know what? Just like life itself, business is mental. Did you close the deal? No. Are you going to get sad and cry? No, you can't. You got to pick up the phone and call somebody else. So I think what you did was fantastic in taking them out there and letting them know that you are not as good as you think you are, and you may be the best. But there's some other people out there that are working too.
Well, you know, those California teams, man, they pretty much set the bar, because they got the pick of the litter out there, Look at our population, how small it is. But, hey, yeah, there's plenty of teams out from Tucson that go out there and do it to test themselves and
Right.
challenge themselves and stuff like that. So, I'm proud of them going out there and competing in every game.
That's the key.
Absolutely. But and I don't know the percentage, but I always tell them, hey, this game is 90% mental, 10% physical. You better.
And that might be,
You
you might be a little low. It might be 95-5.
Well,
I'm just telling you.
I may
And what-
agree with you.
When you go to California, it's just that they have more great players.
Right.
You may have 2, and they have 6.
right.
It doesn't mean that this everything, because it's the same thing when you're playing in college and the California people come down and they tell you all their statistics. Oh, I threw for 9,000 yards a game. Okay, well, I only threw for 9,000 yards the whole season. And you got to understand that it's just because you have more. It's not that you're just necessarily automatically better than me.
Right.
And that's what they got to learn.
Right. Good point.
All right, thank you very much, Coach. We're
you,
going to
Joe.
have the kids up here, and
Absolutely. David,
appreciate
thank
it.
you.
Always good to see you, and we will definitely come out to the Cienega games as well.
Yes, sir.
Next
Love
fall.
to have you.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work, brother.
All right, so while we're getting the kids up here, let's continue with the sponsors. Catalina Auto Recycling. Why buy new when used will do? For all your automotive parts needs, go to CatalinaAutoRecycling.com. Definitely, I am a firm believer of this because there's several parts on my car, including my engine in my 350Z, that are from Catalina Auto Recycling, and I saved a boatload of money. So definitely check them out, because if you think about it, all cars run on used parts. As soon as you take that car off the lot, your parts are used. Arizona Lending Specialist. Contact Mo, the mortgage lady, at 520-510-6698 for the lowest rates in town. Now, when you're spending $150,000, $200,000 on a house, and she can cut your mortgage percentage rate by 0.5 or 0.75%, that's a few $1,000s you're going to save. That's definitely worth it. Jim Miller State Farm, located at now located at Coach Line in Silver Bell. He just moved in Marana. He's your one-stop shop for auto, life, home, renters, and bank insurance. Look for his red VW next to the Pima Federal Credit Union building, and go bug him for a quote. Tuller Trophy, 2 convenient locations to serve you at 6th Avenue and 6th Street, and at the 5700 block of East 22nd. Tucson's original trophy and awards center. Go to TullerTrophy.com. And we'll finish up with the sponsors a little bit later. So you guys got that mic, and you guys got that mic, all right? Thanks for coming on the show. It's our pleasure to have you. Why don't we start with you? We'll go around this way. Just give us your name, where you go to school, and what positions you play.
All right, I'm Sophia McNally. I go to school I go to school at Cienega, and I play first base.
I'm Jocelyn Astle. I go to Desert Sky Middle
Is
School.
there any reason everybody's whispering and you don't want nobody to know?
Outside voice.
I'm Jocelyn Astle. I go to Desert Sky Middle School and I play right field.
All right.
I'm Chloe Warren and I go to St. Elizabeth Yancey and I play second base.
My name is Mia Garcia. I go to Oldville Middle School and I play left field.
All right, so you two are the ones that are playing up? Go. So you guys are all 14? Okay, you're all 05s, I guess you call it. David's an 05, I think.
That's right. I know you don't believe me, but I was born. Actually, it was December 31st of 04-05, so I can go either way.
That's right. So let's talk about the season so far. I guess you guys just came back from California. Give me one high spot in the trip over there and one low spot. So a learning experience and then something you did very well.
One learning experience was like their games are very different, I guess, in a way.
How so?
They just play different. Like it's better. I don't like it's good competition. Like something you wouldn't do.
What's the big difference between a California team and an Arizona team?
They play hard. Like Arizona teams play hard too, but like I feel like California teams put more hustle into it.
Okay. All right. So what was your highlight of the tournament?
Um,
You make a good catch, or you get a good hit, or
Did you guys play a game in California? Everybody's act like you weren't there.
no, I didn't. I didn't have a good time in California.
You didn't?
I struggled a lot. Yes.
okay. But so what did you learn from that?
To prepare better.
Okay, good point. good point.
which is the most important thing for sport, is the preparation. So what you did over there is going to help you out tremendously because you learn that you can't just wake up and play the sport at a high level. You can wake up and go through the motion, swing the bat, throw the ball, catch the ball, but in order to execute, it takes repetition of doing that all the time, so it's muscle memory. So what you learned was a tremendous thing.
One of something learning is that they had faster pitching.
Do they? Okay.
Yeah, because it's higher competition. And then one of my highlights is I got a stand-up triple.
You got a stand-up triple? Nice.
Yeah, we
Go
were playing on a
ahead
bigger
then.
field too, so it went to the fence.
Opposite field. All right. Nice. That's impressive.
I like the competition there.
So what was, would you agree with her that they're a little bit more serious about the game? Or
Yeah.
okay, so what do you need to do to put yourself up at that level?
Work harder on and off the field.
Okay. Do you think a lot of it comes from up here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the mentality.
Winning is serious business. It's not a funsy type of thing. You know, let's just go out and let's just try and win and everything will be. No, winning is very serious. And when you take winning serious, that's where you saw the difference. You guys went up there to have fun. They went up there to make sure that don't come back up here. You see the difference? Yeah, that's what I learned in competing against even different schools, especially different cities. Because sometimes when you're here and you go down to, what is that, Tombstone or somewhere, well, they got 2 people. You know, you're like, oh, man, there's no way. And you go down there and you just say, they're so sorry, we're going to work on our skills. You see, but then you go up there, they're saying the same thing about you guys down here. Let's just work on our home run hitting. And next thing you know, shit's out of the park all the time. Okay? How about you? What did you?
I really like the competition was tougher too, and like the the pitching was faster, and I like
So do you feel you get better playing tougher competition?
yeah.
Let me tell you a little story. There was a club team a couple years ago called Club Aztecs. Curtis Ruiz, Ramon de la Osa, Jesus Lozanilla were all coaches on that team. They went over to San Diego with a group of kids from Benson, from some kids from Mountain View, from some kids from Sarita, some kids from Pueblo, and they went and took that tournament in San Diego. And everybody was just like, whoa. And they didn't feel like they did anything special. They just played their brand of softball. And they went in there and they beat a lot of top San Diego teams, a lot of top Southern California teams. I had the pleasure of actually watching it live stream for one of the parents that was live streaming the game. And it was really, really good because, you know, you had Benson, which is 2A. You had Sarita's 3A. Now Pueblo's 5A and Cienega's 5A. But you had a group of players from different schools mesh, go over there and kick butt in California, where California, they see a team from Arizona, they're like, oh, we're going to beat these guys. Like David said, you got to really show that, you know, we're coming over here to play. We're over here, we mean business. And that's the attitude that you guys have to take, whether you go to California, you go to Phoenix, or even if you go to the other side of town, say you play over at Orome or at Sports Park up in Marana, where, you know, you're not you're facing a team maybe you haven't seen before. That's the attitude that you have to take.
Well, I think I was explaining to your coach, you definitely learn more from losses than you do from victories. Victories, everything pretty much went correctly, unless you pull it out at the last second. But defeats, especially ass whoopings, you learn so much from that, because you're like, when you go and get your butt whooped, you went over there thinking, you know, I'm the man, the woman, whatever. I'm top dog. And to get just annihilated, I don't know what happened, I don't know the scores, but to get beat down badly, that tells you what you need to do. When it's the other way around, you automatically think, I don't need to work on anything because we just beat somebody 25-2. But when it's the other way around, you're like, I need to do something. And I think that you guys learned that. Everybody said about approximately the same thing about the competition, about the pitching level, and you prefer to play better people. That's how you get better. Playing a bunch of sixth graders, you're not going to get any better. So that's fantastic. So tell me, how is everybody? It's summertime right now, but how did your school? Did you do well in school this year?
Yeah.
Is that straight A's or
Yeah, straight A's.
can't get no better than that? How about you, Silent Wonder?
I go to the same school. We won our championship.
Did you get straight A's though?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. We got double straight A's now.
Double
Oh, we got some nervousness over
I
here.
just got honor roll, A and B honor roll.
Okay.
A&B honor roll's good.
Yeah, our school won our district championship, and I finished with a 3.4 GPA.
So you want the academic bowl, so to speak. That's great. That's great because you guys are all in middle school except for you, and you're going to be preparing for high school, which means the classes get harder and the athletic competition gets harder. You're going to place pitchers that are fast, like you just saw in California. Now you're ready for it. You've already seen it. So the grades, obviously, you got to keep them up. It's not a matter of staying eligible. The grades are to prepare you for the next level, which would be college. Does everybody agree with that? All right.
Fantastic.
So let me ask you this. Let me give you a situational question. What's your main position?
First base.
First base. Okay.
Yeah.
Would you rather start a 3-6-3 double play or get a walk-off hit to win the game? The double play also is a game-ending double play. One's offense, one's defense.
Defense.
You want to do the double play.
Yeah.
Main position?
Right field.
Right field. You want to rob somebody of a home run at the wall, jumping over the fence and catching it? Or do you want to hit the home run to win the game?
Rob it.
Rob it. All right. Couple defensive stars. Main position.
Second base.
Second base. Would you rather go into shallow center field on a blooper that could fall in for a single and dive and catch it? Or would you rather hit a gapper and get a game-winning double RBI?
I'd rather do the double play because then there's more pressure on you and you just work harder.
Okay, all right. I like it.
Left field.
Left field, all right. Throw the runner at the plate to walk off and win the game, or get a game-winning single?
Throw the runner out at home.
My girl, all right.
Well, nobody wants a damn single. How about a home run?
Yeah, I'll take that too.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. It's always nice to win the game on something that's special and not that you see all the time. So that's fantastic.
So, did you guys watch the All-Star game last night? I know it's baseball, but I mean, did you guys watch it and stuff? All right. Did you guys happen to watch the recent soccer playoffs, the World Soccer playoffs? No? Okay. The reason I'm asking this is, are you guys playing or interested in other sports, either watching or participating? Participating especially to use different muscle groups, watching just to appreciate other sports athletes, maybe some of one of your idols or something like that.
I mean, volleyball's pretty cool. I wouldn't
Real
mind
cool.
Playing it.
Indoor or outdoor?
Indoor. As long as I don't break a bone.
Unless you don't what?
I break a bone.
Yeah, that's not good.
I like watching volleyball. I sometimes play it at school and stuff, but my main is softball.
Okay, good enough.
Both my parents and my sister played soccer, so they have it on a lot. So I like watching soccer with them.
Did you also play it when you were younger?
Not really.
No, you
well,
just
when
like
I
to
was
watch
younger,
it?
yeah,
Well, the women did a really good job. So
yeah.
I really just watch baseball and softball. I don't really watch.
what's wrong with that? Baseball and softball, they're different, but they're the same in a lot of areas.
Yeah. They're different. So tell me, who is your favorite athlete that you like to watch play? Doesn't necessarily have to be softball. It could be any sport. Did you just respect this person? You like the way they attack their sport, and you would like to be that person of softball. Do you know what I mean? The Michael Jordan of softball. Any sport.
Well, my favorite player is Mo Mercado, but she doesn't play anymore. She just coaches.
Well, Mercado is a good, yeah. She plays international ball,
yeah.
and then but she's the first base coach at Arizona.
Oh, yeah, I remember her.
I really like to watch Hunter Pence on the Texas Rangers.
One more time.
Hunter Pence on the
Hunter
Texas
Pence.
Rangers.
Oh yeah, he's a good baseball player. Very good baseball.
Oh, Hunter.
I like Alex Hugo. She played college softball for Georgia.
For Georgia Bulldogs.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's the second baseman, and she just made really good plays. She hit lots of home runs, and she's somebody that I aspire to be when I'm older.
So you probably have the SEC network since you're watching Georgia baseball or softball. Okay.
I like the
Okay.
I like Jake Lamb. I mean, like, he's really good in baseball. Or Christian Yelich.
Okay. All right. Well, at least
Hey.
you guys have somebody you look up to. I mean, David's asked that question to many of our groups, and they're like, "Well, we don't watch sports." I'm like, "How can you play sports and not watch sports?" I mean, it just boggles my mind.
Or who's somebody, well, I don't know anybody that I mean, they don't even know their parents. You know, you can say, I look up to my dad, he's a great guy, hard worker, or I've always liked LeBron James or somebody. You know, when you ask that type of question and you don't even look up to anybody, that, you know, I can't think of anybody, that's very strange to me. Because all my life, I've looked up to somebody, whether it was an athlete or a person. I don't understand how you can be 14, 15, 16 and not like what somebody does. You know, whether it's just your parents. You know, my dad gets up, even when he's sick, he goes to work. And I respect that. You know what I mean? And he gets up every morning at 4 o'clock. And, you know, the bills are always paid. So I'm glad that you guys had some people that you at least thought were pretty doggone cool.
Okay, so I know you guys you're a high school, you're a freshman. You're going to be a sophomore? You're going to be a freshman, okay. So you have time to change your mind, but let's just kind of follow me in this scenario. Obviously, I believe all you guys want to play softball in the college level. Okay. So what would be your dream college to go to play softball?
Columbia.
What?
Columbia.
Columbia? Okay.
My man, I appreciate it.
Probably UCLA.
UCLA? They got the most national championships.
I would want to go play for the Florida Gators or
Okay.
in Oregon.
Oregon or the Florida Gators, both good teams.
Florida Gators.
Okay.
Nice.
So nobody wants to stay home. Not a problem. Yeah, not a problem.
Yeah,
So-
U of A is, that's a big time organization there.
So, all right. Let's do a funny question, kind of break up things a little bit. I'm going to ask you a two-part question, okay? What's the hardest thing about being a kid? And what's the best thing about being a kid?
The hardest thing is your parents always bossing you around. And the second best is, like, I guess having freedom sometimes.
Okay.
Like going out and hanging with your friends, I guess.
Not having a lot of responsibility?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, where's the hardest thing about being a kid and the best thing?
Hardest thing is probably, I don't know, going to school. Like, once you're older, you don't really have to because you've already done it. And then the greatest thing is just being able to, like, not have a bunch of responsibilities and being able, not having to pay, just, like, live life.
Being on your parents' dime? I can appreciate that.
Still living under rules.
That's the hardest thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
And just responsibilities, I guess.
Okay, what's the best thing about being a kid?
Freedom, I guess. I don't know.
Freedom? Okay.
Homework is like.
Homework's the bad one? Okay.
Yeah. And
Well, you
then
get straight A's, though.
yeah, but
You shouldn't have a lot of homework.
That's why you got straight A's, because you do your homework.
Yeah.
What's the best thing about being a kid?
Like just being able to hang out with your friends and like
Okay, that's
just
cool.
go.
That's cool.
Great answers. Great answers.
How we doing on time, Mr. Producer? We're good? Okay. All right, so let's do another funny question. You guys like to eat, right? Yeah. Give me your 2 favorite places to eat. And it can be a restaurant, it can be fast food, it can be your mom's cooking, your grandma's cooking, and you got to get rid of one the rest of your life.
So, wait, 2 things I like?
The 2 favorite places you like to eat.
I like to go to EG's a lot.
Okay.
And I like my Nana's tacos.
Nana's Tacos. Okay, this is going to be a tough one. Which one goes?
EG's.
All right.
That wasn't tough.
She didn't want that chocolate flying by her head.
I like my mom's rice chicken casserole, and I like going to Grimaldi's.
Grimaldi's, okay.
I'd probably let Grimaldi's go.
All right, Mom, your chicken rice casserole's out.
That's-
Taco Bell and Olive Garden.
Taco Bell and Olive Garden. Boy, that's opposite ends of the spectrum, huh?
oh.
I'd
Yeah,
like
that's-
Which one goes, honey?
Olive Garden.
Oh, God. No way.
I think you're going to have to go over her house for Nana's Tacos.
My favorite Dutch Bros and Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's and what?
Dutch Bros.
And Dutch Bros. Oh, the coffee place?
Yeah.
Okay.
Say Dutch Bros.
Dutch Bros is out of here?
Yeah.
All right. Jersey Mike's, you won. What? Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
Taco Bell, wow.
Taco Bell, they kill cats and cook them. Did you know that? Well, I'm telling you. See, next time you pass by Taco Bell, see if there's any cats anywhere in the neighborhood. You see? Not a lot of cats. I'm telling you.
That's right. Okay, so we're going to give you a chance to shout out. Okay, so remember I told you it was a nationwide broadcast, so if you have friends and family in other places in the United States or even in Arizona, here's your chance to say hi to them.
How many people can you shout out?
As many as you want, hon.
Shout out to Lauren Smith and James Zamora.
My friends and family watching.
I don't know.
Shout out to my dad because he's in Toronto right now for a business trip.
He's in Toronto?
Yeah.
Did you tell him to watch?
Yeah. He's at a dinner right now. So.
Dad, we appreciate your watching.
It's late.
Toronto's 11 o'clock.
I like to shout out my dad and Chloe and my best friend Diego.
Best friend Diego. All right. Are they all watching? All right. Well, thanks for watching. You told them to, right? They better be? All right. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it. And continued success in the summer. Listen to Coach Steve. Listen to the other coaches. They know what they're talking about. They got a good plan for you guys. And they're basically trying to get you ready to play high school ball this year for you and next year for the rest of you, okay? Keep doing what you're doing in school. You guys are fabulous students, and we really appreciate you having on.
Stay focused. Everything will work out for the best.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. So while we're changing up here, let's finish up our sponsors. First Heritage Realty, the A to B team with Brittany Palma. And actually, tomorrow night, Brittany's going to be my co-host at the Jiu-Jitsu Kickboxing Rise of the Prospects show at Frog and Fergus. This is going to be a really good show because they're going to have live bouts of kickboxing and jiu-jitsu at the Rialto Theater on July 27th. So make sure you get your tickets for that. And Brittany will be my co-host tomorrow because she is a jiu-jitsu athlete, so that'll be kind of fun. But if you are looking for a house, condo, townhouse, land, or you want to buy or sell, give her a call at 520-270-7958. And remember to move the healthy way. Oasis Air Conditioning and Heating. Make sure your units are in tip-top shape. You don't want them breaking down right in the middle of July when it's 109 today. Give David Murrieta a call, 520-648-1755. Also think about getting your ducts cleaned out. There's a lot of lint and dust and all kinds of garbage up in your ductwork. You get those things cleaned out, your system's going to work a lot better. Your electricity bill is going to go way down. New Stitch Embroidery located at 3114 South 12th Avenue. For all your silk screening, embroidery, and fabric glaze or printing, give them a call at 520-741-1070 or go to newstitch.net. They do our shirts, so you see how cool this looks. Definitely give them a call. It's closed right now because I went there for lunch today and I found out that they're on vacation. But normally we want you to go to Pat's Drive-In and over at Barrio Hollywood at Niagara and Grande. They've been around since 1961. Great hot dogs, great fries, burgers. They got chicken sandwiches, shrimp, a lot of stuff to eat there at Pat's. And I'll tell you what, if you have never eaten at Pat's, I don't believe you can call yourself a Tucsonan because they've been around since God was a kid. So, and then to finish up the sponsors, Simply Noted, mixing modern marketing techniques with an old school personal touch. Expand your business footprint by going to simplynoted.com. This is owned by former Wildcat football player Rick Elmore. He will definitely help you get your business more on the map to make more money. Arizona Motor Vehicle Express at 6711 North Thornydale, just north of the Costco in Marana. This place is great. I've been there 3 times. I think the longest I've ever been in there was 15 minutes. They can do everything the DMV can do. So if you want to spend 2 or 3 hours at the DMV, get a driver's license or get your tags or registration, knock yourself out. But you can go here, 10, 15 minutes, and you're in and out. Same thing, and it's just a lot better situation. I know your time is valuable, so take advantage of them. And our brand new sponsor, Orange Theory Fitness, especially the 9170 North Silverbell and Continental Ranch in the Safeway Shopping Center. Your goals, our science, more life. That's their slogan. Definitely go there. They will definitely put you through a workout. Sean just started there, and he's walking around all stiff because they just kicked his butt.
Yeah, he has a horrible body, so he needed to go.
He needed to go. That's right. So definitely check out Orange Theory Fitness. Tell them 520 Sports Talk sent you. They'll give you a little bit of a discount. Thank you, sponsors. Ladies, did we save the best for last?
Yes.
What? Yes. There you go. All right.
Please speak up, too, because we had some issues with the other ones.
Remember I told you, outside voice. All right, so we'll start with you. And give us your name, where you go to school, and what positions you play.
Okay. My name's Violet Redondo. I go to Gridley Middle School, and I play center field.
All right, terrific.
My name is Kaylee Ann Glass, and I go to Old Vale Middle School, and I'm a catcher.
Great.
My name is Mackenzie Kaur. I go to Emily Gray Middle School, and I play pitcher and first.
Okay.
My name is Skylar Harden, and I'm going to Cienega High School, and I play shortstop.
What high school?
Cienega.
Cienega, okay.
I'm Caitlin Adams. I am going to Cienega High School, and I'm third baseman.
All right.
Well, since she's an Adams, obviously she has skills and talent because it runs in the name. I'm hoping you're not out there striking out and causing errors. Okay. I'm just checking.
I got
Oh, hey,
We got you, David.
I got you, too. So here we go, ladies. We're going to start out with you. You guys had a interesting tournament in California. Tell me what was great about it and what wasn't as great about it.
I think we had great bats, like, all weekend. So, like, we were really, like, talkative. Like, yeah, we were just, like, pretty, like, a team. And then on defense, we would fall apart. And, like, we would, like, get in, like, these slumps. So, like...
Defensive slumps?
Yeah.
Making, like, unforced errors?
Yeah.
I think that we played really well as a team, and that we were really good as, like, togetherness. And I just think that the first game we had a lot of, like, jitters, and I'm glad that we got those out, though.
Go into a little bit more detail about that first game. What happened?
Well, I feel like in the first game we were very, like, it's California, and we were like, what are we going to do? But then after we got, like, first inning done, we were like, oh, we're good, we got this. It was
Were you there for the earthquake?
No.
Oh, okay.
What was the score of the first game?
I don't. It was a really close score. It was like 3-2, I think. Something like that.
So you found out you could compete,
Right.
but it was just a little late.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I think all weekend we had awesome bats. Our defense was getting better throughout the tournament, and we were just really being competitive, and we were really good as a team together that weekend.
Now, you're the pitcher?
One of the pitchers, yeah.
How did you pitch? I mean, how was the California bats against your pitching?
I think that they were pretty well.
They hit you well, or you did well against them?
I did. Yeah, both.
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
Yeah, so. it was
One of
a-
the most important things in sports is confidence.
Yeah.
And if you're stating facts, it's not bragging. So if you went out there and you struck a whole lot of people out, saying that doesn't mean that you're bragging. It means you're just stating facts.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to say that because a lot of people have problems talking about themselves, and that's not a good thing. Just food for thought.
Yeah, we did really good.
I think we had really good communication skills. Like, we would talk to each other and we'd like have fun, but like when it comes to defense, we'd get 2 outs, like it'd be quick, but then we'd be like, oh, we got this, and we'd be like laid back, and then we just like fall apart. Like, we'll stop talking to each other and like.
So they had a lot of 2-out rallies.
Yeah.
Miss Adams.
So I think we had hitting. It was very consistent. It was very good. Defense was a little choppy. We had some good innings. We'd had some bad innings. We just had to get through them really quick. But we played pretty well. Good competition, good games. I think we did good, though.
So overall, what was the problem that you weren't more successful? If you want me to tell you, I'll tell you, and I didn't even go to the games. But I want to hear what you guys got to say.
Go ahead.
I think it was because it was California and we got scared, like, because California teams are like they train a lot, like, so they're like top dogs, like they feel like they're top dogs. Like when you go against them, it's kind of like you're
intimidating.
Scared. You're like scared. You're like, we've never played these kinds of teams before. It's like our first time. It's just very, very scary at
Okay.
first.
Well, let
Anybody
me know
else?
when you want me to tell you. I'll tell you the secret. And you guys are going to say, I never thought of that.
I thought it was our confidence, because like everyone makes out the California teams to be like what she said, like the top dogs. So we were going in there thinking we probably weren't like as good as them. So that's
You're
what
going in
kinda,
there defeated already before you even take the field.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you guys.
You go ahead.
First of all, you can't lose before the game, which you guys did. Second, you guys found out that practice is important. See, you guys bullshit in practice because it's just practice. See, and then when you went up there and you're like, it looks like they really, really practice because they're playing to win. You guys are playing to have fun. We want to go have fun, and we're going to be in California and all this and that. We're right by the beach. Oh, man. No. You went up there to do a job that you didn't do because cowardice doesn't mean you're afraid. Cowardice means you're not prepared. And that's what happened. You guys weren't prepared, and it always comes out. Every time you say, oh, you're such a coward. Well, the only way you can't be a coward is if you prepare. And when you're prepared, there's nothing to be scared of. It doesn't matter what state you're in. When you change states, California or Texas or Florida, places with a history of good players, all that means is that they have more good players than you. You guys may have 5 and they may have 10. That's all it means. It doesn't mean that they're not automatically better. They just have more of the better players. And if you don't practice, every little error is, oh, well, we're from Arizona. Oh, I'm not big enough. Oh, I'm not tall enough. Oh, I can't run very fast. So the excuses start to come out because of preparation, not because of they were California. You see, I just want you guys to think about that tonight. You're going to be like, there was no blowouts, right? There was, 3 to 4, 5. Well, wait a minute. If they're that good, why did they blow anybody out? Because they were saying, we're playing Arizona, no problem. You guys were like, California, oh my God. And that's what happens. And it happens to everybody. The Patriots win a lot of games because of that. And these are professional people. They're like, oh man, we got New England this week. And you practice horse shit, so you automatically have to play that way. Because you play like you practice. Sports isn't rocket science. It's just played right here. And everybody thinks you play with your body. Well, just because I'm tall or just because I can run fast, that means I'm going to execute correctly. Not if you practice wrong. And that's what you guys didn't do. See, you guys thought I was just handsome. You didn't think I was just smart, did you?
So basically what he's saying is it's not a light switch. You can't turn it off. You're going to play the game like you practice. If you go through practice just going through the motions, you're going to play the game like that. So that was a good lesson learned going to California. You didn't get your butts whipped. You had close games. So now you know when the next time you go back, that California mystique is gone. It's like, yeah, we're at the beach. Let's just go kick somebody's butt. We're here to play ball. Yeah, we're going to have fun, but we're here to play ball.
We've got 7 people. We're playing 7 people. In basketball, we're playing 5 people. Football, we're playing 11 people. You cannot play the history. When I was in college at the U of A, we would go to USC, and USC has 5 or 6 Heisman Trophy winners. And I would look at the guys, and I'd be like, we're not playing any of those people. We're playing 11 people. That's it, 11 men, just like us. And if you go in there intimidating and lose before you play, this is exactly what happens. 3-4, 7-5, 5-5 at the bottom of the ninth. We're not supposed to be here. And guess what? You throw that floater, boom, it goes out the park. Well, that's the way it's supposed to be, because we're playing California. And what you said was one of the most important things that's been said all day. Confidence. Confidence is the key to every aspect of not just sports, of life. You got to believe. You've got to believe. Have you ever seen a real pretty girl with a real ugly guy? Yeah, he pulled that off because he believed it. And the handsome guy didn't believe it. He wouldn't go talk to her. But the ugly guy went up there and said, hey, what are you doing tonight? I'm not doing anything. You want to go catch a movie? Well, nobody else asked me. Let's go. You see? But Johnny Smooth, he was afraid to ask. And that's the way life works. It's just that simple.
But remember, you can't date till you're 35, okay?
Now, that's true.
Exactly. So, you ever heard the term act like you've been there? Yeah. Now you know what it means, right? Okay. Let's talk about school a little bit. I know it's the summertime, and that's kind of like the last thing on your mind. But that being said, I believe, if I'm not wrong, school starts in about a month, right?
Next week.
Next week. Oh, it's the end of it. Okay. So Vail School District starts a little earlier. Okay. All right. So let me ask you this. Give me your best subject from last year and the subject that Mom and Dad said going into this next school year, you need to put a little bit more effort into it and get that grade up.
The best subject was language arts because I got straight A's. I didn't really struggle with like a subject because I just got straight A's.
Right.
Yeah, so like, I don't know.
Ain't nothing wrong with, hey, if you don't struggle, you don't struggle. I ain't mad at you.
All right.
My best subject would most likely be math, but I don't really have a subject I struggle with. I have subjects that I don't like as much because I also finished with a 4.0, so I don't really know.
What's the one you don't care for as much?
I mean, social studies is a little less interesting for me. I prefer numbers.
Okay, fair enough.
Hey, everybody needs to know how to count their money. Very important.
My favorite subject was math, and I think just the one subject I had to really work on was probably math. So, but I liked it this year because I actually understood what they were.
The light went on?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
My best subject was probably social studies because I understood it more.
Okay.
Because I was kind of taught more about it.
Sure.
I was younger, and the one I struggled with the most was probably language arts.
Okay.
Because
is that the new word for English?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at you like, okay.
My two good classes, I think, were probably language arts. So that's an honors. I had A's, good A's, and probably math. Math came very easy to me. It was something fun to do. And I think my one subject was probably science. I don't understand it. I don't like it. I don't know the purpose of it. It's just not my. But I got good grades in it. But it's just not my favorite.
I agree with you. I always been good at math, but science. One, I didn't like blood and all that, cutting little animals open.
The frogs up.
I just didn't understand the purpose of, because I knew I wasn't going anywhere near that field. So that really made it boring to me.
Exactly.
So it's very understandable.
Yeah.
Okay, funny question time. You want to go?
Yes, I want to know, you found $1 million in your closet today. What are you going to do with it?
Oh.
I'm buying a big house. I'll donate some money to help people out. Yeah, I'll help
Yeah.
you out. I'm gonna buy a lot of food. Like
A lot of food?
Yeah, specifically chicken wings. I don't.
But you do understand, you buy like $100,000 worth of chicken wings, they will go bad before you can eat
Better
them
buy
all.
some freezers.
No, like I'll like get some here and there, you know, but like I'll eat
Gotcha.
it a lot.
You like chicken wings?
Love chicken wings.
Okay.
What's your go-to sauce?
Buffalo.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
A little buffalo.
Likes the spicy. All right,
Yeah.
cool.
Okay.
I would most likely like have some that I would spend and then like invest the rest so that I could get more money out of the million.
I ain't mad at you. That's good. That's good thinking.
Good answer. Good answer.
I think I would save half and then spend the rest on like maybe ice cream. I love ice cream. Pretty much just
lot of ice cream.
$500,000 worth of ice cream. That'll.
my favorite.
That if I got all of yours.
You might want to buy some insulin too.
Well, you saw those people that are opening the ice cream and licking it now, haven't you? Oh. On the internet, they're opening the ice cream and licking it, putting the top back on, and putting it back in the freezer.
Maybe go to Dairy Queen. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe you should just buy a chain of Dairy Queens.
If I would do it, I'd probably save half of it.
'Kay.
And then I'd use it for like necessities, you know, like I'd probably mostly spend it on like bats because like I'm obsessed with softball bats. Like my whole family is.
It's a lot of bats for $1 million. What's a bat cost? $250, $300?
Yeah, about $350.
Okay.
And I'd probably spend it on other food. I like food.
Specific. All right. I know what my funny question's going to be.
Specific food? I don't really have a specific food. There's just certain
Just
foods
food
I
in
won't
general.
eat.
Not a girl.
There's just food I won't eat.
Okay.
I
All right,
would,
Hotshot.
I would definitely buy some clothes, a lot of clothes, and then I'd probably save a lot of it. Maybe invest, like she said, to get more moolah, to get more things.
Why don't you just buy the clothing store?
I could do that too. I could make a clothing store.
That would be the ticket.
Hey, that's I got a good taste in fashion, if I say so myself. Yeah, I would do a lot of that. I'd get a lot of clothes. Maybe take my family out to eat one day. Donate some.
One
Okay,
day.
we'll go to like New York or something, or go to Paris and see the Eiffel Tower. That's get this on the charity.
Good stuff.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Love life, man.
All right. Good answers. Good answers. All right. So let me ask you this. I'm going to give you 3 foods. You rank them 1, 2, or 3. Okay? Pizza, burgers, Mexican food. Go ahead.
I'd have to say burgers is 1,
Okay.
pizza is 2, and Mexican food is 3rd.
Okay.
Mexican food number 1 because there's like so many options.
Right.
Yeah. Number 2 is pizza because
Okay.
like that's just delicious. Number 3 is burgers. Like
Okay.
you have to be in the mood for a burger, you know?
Really?
Yeah. You
Okay.
can't just like.
All right.
No.
I have a burger anytime.
I think burger, pizza, and Mexican food.
Okay.
I'm not crazy. I gotta say, like she did, I love Mexican food.
Okay.
So I'd say Mexican food, pizza, and then a burger.
Okay.
Because you kind of have to, like, it's gotta be a special occasion to have a burger.
Really?
I feel like. Why?
I had one today, and you know why? Because it's Wednesday.
Mine would be Mexican food, then a burger, and then pizza.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why would you rank pizza last? Just out of curiosity.
I mean, pizza. I mean,
Because
it's
she's
all
an
right.
Adams, that's
Yeah,
why.
I mean-
'Cause that's exactly the order I would do it.
Like pizza's all right. I mean,
Too much bread.
I'm not a big fan of bread. I'll have it, but I'm not a big fan of it.
All right.
Pizza. I have to be in the mood for. Pizza, I'm like, okay, I'll have pizza. But normally I'm like, burger sounds great. Mexican food always sounds great. Pizza,
Yes.
I'm like, pizza's like, all right, I'll have pizza today. Sometimes I'm like,
All right. Good deal. Good deal. All right. We've really enjoyed having you guys here tonight. It's been our honor to have you guys. Keep doing what you're doing in school. You guys all have, you guys are all honor roll, straight A students. So, my hat's off to you. Mad respect for that. Continue to learn softball. Coach Steve knows what he's talking about. So, definitely, You know, I mean, he says jump, you say how high. Just, you know, follow what his every instruction. He's got a good bunch of great assistant coaches. We want to see you guys play for your high school teams. We would be very proud to sit there and go to a high school. I'm like, hey, I had you on my show when you were at club ball, and now you're hitting home runs. Now you're striking out five batters, you know. So, you know, definitely keep it going. So when we talked to you in the pregame instructions, we told you this is a national broadcast, and so everybody in America can see this. So if there's somebody that you want to say hi to, shout out to anywhere in America, here's your option, or here's your choice.
Okay, I will. I want to say hi to my Uncle Mike and aunts, Aunt Jessica, and anyone else that's watching with them.
Are they here in town, or?
No, they live in Florida.
Are they watching?
I think so.
Florida, thank you for watching.
I want to say hi to my mom. I love you so much. And Keith Scott, best trainer in Tucson. Go there.
Who?
Keith Scott.
Okay, Keith.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, you need to
Keith.
go there.
To do what?
Work out.
She threw the gauntlet down there.
I need to go where to work out?
Impact Training and Fitness. Trust me.
No, trust me.
It's worth it.
Trust me. So why would you think that what would I get out of Impact, whatever you call it?
When you walk in there, he has a bunch of T-shirts from kids that he's gotten to colleges.
What if I've already been to college?
What if you want to get better?
What if I've already been to college and been to professional?
Want to get to the next level?
You played in the NFL.
You couldn't get any higher than the level that I went to.
How about you just want to work out? You just want to go to the gym. Yeah, stay fit.
So what you're saying is I'm not fit. That's what you're saying.
Never said that. Never said that.
See how they try to ease that in there?
Never said that.
You tell Scott to give me a damn call. I'll teach him a thing or two.
That's right.
I like to give a shout out to our other pitcher, Allie. She couldn't make it tonight, but you know.
Allie, you missed a good time and good food.
I want to say hi to my aunt and uncle. They should be watching.
Where do they live?
They live in Des Moines, Iowa.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So
Iowa, thank you for watching.
And I want to say hi to my grandma and grandpa. They're watching it here in Tucson, so.
Can't forget Grandma and Grandpa.
I want to say hi to my parents. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Hi, Ashley. And also want to say...
Is that your sister, the baby?
No, that's that one. Mine's at home. And it's actually her birthday today, my baby sister, turning 2 today.
Tell her happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Evelyn. Love you.
Make sure you clarify when you say mine's at home that it's not yours.
Mine's at home.
It's your sister. Yeah.
My baby sister.
Yeah.
And my stepmom's mom.
Cool.
Yeah. Hi to them. Love you guys. Have a
right.
good night. They're eating Dairy Queen without me. But it's okay.
Did you see the shakes here that David had?
I know. My parents are here.
They got them on sale for $5.20. We do that for you. So, all right, we want to thank Zona 78 for helping us out tonight. And we want to thank all you guys, whether you're in Tucson, Arizona, or anywhere else in the country, for tuning in and watching these fine athletes. And we got to know you guys on a personal level, on an athletic level, and on an academic level. So I want to thank you guys for that. Thank you, David. And thank you, Gilbert. Gilbert did a fine job today stepping in for Pearson, who's in Hawaii right now enjoying himself with the family. So he'll be back soon. And remember, we've got that big show tomorrow night at Frog and Firkin, Rise of the Prospects. Kickboxing, jiu-jitsu. Brittany Palmer will be with me tomorrow. And should be a great show. It's always a good time at the Frog, so go on down to the Frog and get some great food, watch a great show. Saturday, I will be up in Glendale for the IFL United Bowl. It's the Indoor Football League's version of the Super Bowl. The Arizona Rattlers will be taking on the Iowa Barnstormers. I will be writing an article as part of 602 Sports Talk, and also I'm taking Melissa Stearns with me, a friend of mine, and she will be on Twitter giving you updates and also helping me spot on the game. So make sure you check that out. Next week we've got 2 shows in Tucson, and we've got 1 in Phoenix. I'll be in Phoenix on Monday for the East Mesa Bandits, and we'll be at a Chandler location. I'll get you that on the 602 Sports Talk page probably tonight or tomorrow morning. So thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you, parents, for coming. And all the Team Velocity, Velocity Nation, thank you for watching. 520 Sports Talk, Southern Arizona Sports with a twist. It's a wrap.